Hi, thanks for joining us today to take a look at Ownerfeed to see how it can help you manage and promote your property. This is going to be a high-level overview of the product. We're going to cover how to register and what's in the product, and then we're going to do some deeper dives on things like calendar syncing and promotion. So the first thing you need to do is just click on any one of the register buttons on the home page, and that'll take you to the registration page. Um, Now, here, a couple of things. One is you can always just connect with Facebook, and we don't share on your Facebook page or anything like that. Essentially, what we do is we get your email, and we, if you change your password on Facebook, then it changes it here, and it just keeps it in sync. We certainly don't promote on your Facebook page, and so that's the easiest way to do it. But we're going to go ahead and create a new account here within Ownerfeed. If you don't have a Facebook page or you don't want to do that, that's fine. We can create an account. A couple things to point out real quickly is that we use a lot of JavaScript and a lot of HTML5, and some of the older browsers don't support that very well. And so we recommend Chrome. We're very happy with Chrome. We use it here, and there's some features that are in Chrome for JavaScript that other browsers don't have. So we provide a link for that, and it's free. So there you go. You can also take a look at our pricing. We're incredibly value conscious. So we have $10 a month to list a property. And then if you use our billing platform or your billing platform, as we'll discover, there's an additional 3.75% charge on transactions. And that's pretty much it to use Ownerfeed. So you can check all that out. But we're going to go ahead and create an account here. And we're just going to be Tom Test and Tom Test. And then what we need to do is provide an email address that we can use and validate. So we'll do that. And then we'll create a username and password. And submit that. And what that does is it sends an email to, or what that will do is it'll send an email to me, and it verifies that email is mine. And then that way we can use that to reset your password. So we'll go ahead and send the email, and it says thanks. And I'm going to pause for just a second and validate. Hey, great. We validated our email that was sent to us, and we clicked on our login link, and now go ahead and log in. So when Ownerfeed first starts up, it comes in on the where is your property located screen. It allows us to add our property. Most of the features work off of a property, so we're going to go ahead and add a fun property here. And we'll just grab the nation's capital. And what this is doing is it actually uses Google to geolocate the property, and it sets up geolocations within the database. And this is our dashboard screen. So the home dashboard screen shows up, and you'll see the street address up in the left-hand corner here. And next to it, you'll see a list to add a property. So there's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. If I want to add a property, I can do it there, or I can click on this little plus button. And once I add a property, then all of these tabs over here, confirmations, recommendations, everything is based on that one property. So what that means is whenever I want to change properties, I have to come back to the dashboard screen, change the property, and then it changes everywhere else. So that's what's over here on the left side. And on the left side of each of the different pages within Ownerfeed, you'll always see the property that you're looking at. So here's the street address, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So looking again at the dashboard page, over on the right-hand side, you see Activate, which allows us to set the subscription up for Ownerfeed. And it also has a link to our knowledge base. So you can always search for if you're having a problem, and there's articles in there that discuss calendars and all kinds of things. So that's very helpful. And then the first thing you really see on the dashboard is this big empty space here is once I set up external calendars. So if I set up HomeAway or Airbnb, Booking.com or any of those, I'll actually see the bookings as they come in. And I can set up alerts on those bookings as well. And then what this does, the blue screen will actually plot out month to month the number of bookings for this particular property. And it does that based on a combined calendar that we're going to talk about in another video. Lower on the dashboard screen, you'll see the calendar, and this will show you all your bookings. You can also create bookings on the calendar just sort of by dragging and dropping, and then you can add your guest. In this case, we have a guest here, and then we can create the booking. Now, you have to have the program activated to do that, which is the $10 a month. But you get 30 days free, and you get so much more with that $10 a month than just the ability to create bookings. Above the calendar, you'll see the create booking, where you can do a set of manual booking. You can add a calendar. You can also look at all the calendars that you have added, and you can color code them so that you can kind of keep them separated and see what's going on. And then you have the master calendar, which we'll talk about later, what this does is it blends all of your different calendars into a master calendar. And it does this hourly, even when you're not logged into the program. And so that allows you to use that master calendar to block out your availability on your other listings, so on Airbnb and HomeAway. So that's pretty much the dashboard. Then we have confirmations. Confirmations is whenever a confirmation is sent through, the way you do that is you click on a booking that's been created on the calendar, and then you can send a confirmation. They also get sent through our listing services or through our plugins. This page right here allows you to set up what that confirmation is going to look like. Every confirmation sends an email. It sends a text message that points to a mobile web page, and on that mobile web page is sort of your brand opportunity. So we let you customize that mobile web page with a background image. We let you put your logo on it. You'll have a welcome letter that you can add. It has an agreement, so if you have a rental agreement, you can fill that in, and it'll actually be e-signed through the confirmation. And this little preview button really shows you what the confirmation looks like. If you don't have set up a logo, it uses sort of the basic ones. It'll use VisBridge, but here you'll see that we have social sharing opportunities, and then the actual information of the confirmation is what it looks like. So you can brand this. You can make this, your own vacation brand. It will show the welcome letter within that. It also has a place for recommendations that you've made and you've annotated, and we'll show you that on another tab. So this is where you set all that up. Your door entry, if you have a lock on the door with code, you can use that. We also automatically deliver e-rental locks codes, which automatically get set based on the confirmation and the check-in and check-out time. So pretty neat stuff there. This little image area over here, you can upload a property image, and the property image will show up on your listing, and it'll also show up as the background of your confirmation. The next tab down is where we let you annotate your own recommendations. And the idea here is that your guests are staying with you. They'd like to know something about the area that they don't find in the travel guide, something that you annotate. So what this page does is allows you to look for different venues, and all the venues are coming in from Foursquare. So you can kind of see here's Chopped Creative Salad Company. If that's the place that you really like, you can go down and find it, and then you can annotate it. So once you click on it, you can annotate. You can say, this is my favorite place, and ask for Dave, and save that. And what that will do is your guests will receive that as a host recommendation. There's no other connection that we make with the venues or anything like that. It's just essentially, Foursquare has mountains, they have riverfronts, they have surf breaks, they have all kinds of different venues. And so the idea is that it's information from you as their host. So that's that. The next tab down is owner feed listings. And again, we will spend some time going through this. But what we figured out as we built our management platform, in order to do some of the marketing things that we wanted to do, we actually needed to become a listing service. So what Ownerfeed allows you to do is set up your nightly rental fees and your extra fees and security deposits and your amenities. And then we have some additional policies that are really important, like cancellation and damages. And you set those up, and then we actually have our own listing service that you can link to. This will provide you a link. It has a booking and a billing connection within that listing service that you set up with Stripe for that 3.75% that I mentioned. And what this allows us to do is to market your property in a more direct fashion, right? So we can do things. We're working on local listings, but right now we have this great little Ownerfeed postcard. Postcards are great for a number of reasons. The first reason is your guests would love to be able to have a postcard that they can send out during their stay to their friends and family. And so what you're doing is you're allowing your guests to be your marketing channel. They fill out a postcard. They say, hey, what a great time we're having. And then on the bottom of the postcard, there's a link to your listing. And we add a QR code as well. So it's pretty neat. And what our program allows you to do is take that image, and then you can add custom graphics on top of it. So a real popular one is the greetings from, and you can add in the White House, and you can add that in. And then you've got this great looking postcard. You can proof it. And essentially what you're doing is you're creating a marketing piece. And so here it's allowing them to have a link. So it's ownerfeed.com sites AZ139, which is just the number for your property. And then when they scan the QR code, it takes them right to the booking link. And so it's kind of nice. And they'd also be great if you want to do a direct mail campaign yourself. And you can set it up to, say, hey, remember us, and get some more repeat customers coming back. And then the last thing I want to show is the plugin screen. And so plugins we've been working on for a long time. There's actually an official plugin for WordPress called VizFeed. And if you search for it, you'll find it on the WordPress site. And also we have an open source JavaScript plugin if you're so inclined, where you can add in our booking and our availability calendar, and all of our billing, and all of that is available through plugins. So if you're building your own site, we are certainly willing to help you set that up. And so that's it for now. That's the high level view of Ownerfeed and everything that it does. We'll come back and do more about how you set up the calendar. What about listings? What does the listing site look like? And we might even do a video on plugins. So thank you very much for your time. And we would love to have you as a customer, and certainly reach out to us, ask us any questions. That's all for now. Thanks.